I'm late ごめんなさいHi guys I'm sorry guys Sorry for letting you guys wait よいしょちっちゃいねちょっと待ってこんぐらいよしよし OK プラスピーさんこんにちは Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. よいしょなんだってどうやって PC を使ってるのハロトークで You can host live stream with browser like Google Chrome Google Chrome から配信できますよよいしょ Tutor mode ライブ普通のライブライブスタートするときに When you host live stream from HelloTalk you just copy the link for the live stream and you share that to your laptop then you open it with your laptop then you can start live streaming カミルさんこんにちははあ寝る前に会えて嬉しい気分はどう I'm feeling good カイルさん、アビシさん、サチポンさんこんにちはThank you so much for waiting I think I got so much better I thinkよいしょOK できそうで日産だ暑いDrink lots and lots of water. Yes, I will. Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And can you see my screen? How can I say that? The bottom, the left side. You can see the number 199 subscribers. We got 199 members on my YouTube channel. One more member to reach 200. アニサさん、こんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel. Yes, just one more. あ、プラスピーさんありがとう。Thank you guys. アニサさんは Where you from? アニサさん、インドネシアかな。 Dear Q さんDear G さんこんにちはDear G さんこんにちは。アニハセヨ。No no 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 not アニハセヨ。ニーハオ。 I'm sorry I've been using ChatGPT to break down sentences. I think it's helping. I talked to 3 people today in Japanese who are native. I don't have much else to say tonight. Oh, いいですね。That's wonderful. That's really good. いいですね。You improve your Japanese so much. ジュリアンさん、こんにちは。Thank you so much for sharing my live streaming. 200になった。Thank you so much. I wanna take screenshot. How can I take that? 200. でやったー。ありがとう。We got 200 members. よし。200。できた？Save。でーん。OK。でもYou watching on YouTube and HelloTalk both. ジュリアンさんこんにちは。私は日本語を学んでいる。You just started learning Japanese? Have you learned ひらがな and カタカナ Eating cake? いいな。What kind of cake? 何ケーキですかHelloTalk is faster. Oh, really? そうなんだ。おもちさんじゃない。とはさん。I think my brain's not working. ストハさんこんにちは。チーズケーキいいな。Yes, we hit 200. ありがとう。ベンダさんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel. Omochi-JP Labo. I share some tips about Japanese language and culture. ジョーズさんこんにちは。So, I have no plan for today. I have no plan what to talk about. お昼ご飯食べました。チャーハン食べた。Do you guys know チャーハン? That's Chinese. That's fried rice. Fried? 炒める。炒める。炒める。炒める。炒める。How do you say 炒める ?Fry, stir fry, brown 炒めます。炒めます。That's Chinese food, so it's written in kanji, but pronunciation is not Japanese. ご飯。チャーハン。 call it チャーハン。そう、チャーハン。That's Japanese 漢字。What's your favorite things to do? My favorite thing to do? Reading manga comics. One Piece. I'm a big fan of One Piece. I've been reading One Piece over 20 years. Since when I was little. And I like playing video games too. And also I like drawing pictures. 漫画好き。そう。ちょうどいい。昨日私が覚えたこの単語。Which one? No plan. You know, always no plan. I have no plan when I start live streaming. I just answer you questions. Wish I could use HelloTalk, but I'm flooded with all these notifications. Sometimes people message me thinking I'm a Korean teacher. Yes. Fried rice. You say fried rice. Okay. Do you animate, Omochi-san? Animate? What do you mean animate? Like making animation? You know, here, can you see? Can you see this? The dog. I drew it and I made animation. Naruto, Dragon Ball, they are so famous and popular. チャーハンと焼きそば、いいですね。Okay, let's talk about 炒めます and other verbs for cooking. 料理をします。料理をします。料理炒めます。炒めます is stir fried. To cook. Anything else? かわいいワンちゃん The dog ありがとう Demon Slayer They are all famous and popular One Piece ロックスの物語悲しいOne Piece 読んでますか Do you read One Piece too? Or are you watching the anime of One Piece? タロさんこんにちはマッチェリさんこんにちはHi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. 親子丼も美味しいですよ。炒めます。焼きます。How do you say 焼きます to bake or to 焼くbake, burn, roast, grill. You have many words for 焼きます roast, grill. A toast. You have many words. 焼きます。What else? 茹でます。あ、いっか。We don't usually use this 漢字。茹でます。to boil. to boil. 茹でます。茹でます。あとなんだ What else? どら焼き、あ、焼きます。鬼滅の刃 I've never seen 鬼滅の刃 I mean I know the story of that because it's famous and popular in Japan too but I've never read it Pre-Sora-san Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Pre-Sophia Pre-Sora さんこんにちはHi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel. こんにちは。プリソシラさん。プリスシラさん。I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. アランさん、こんにちは。焼きます、茹でます、あ、煮込みます。to stew 煮込みます料理をします炒めます焼きます茹でます煮込みます蒸しますHow do you say 蒸す How do you say 蒸します in English 蒸します蒸します to a steam What else? 揚げます Yes to fry to fry Is this correct? I'm not sure the spelling. あげる。Is that F-R-Y? あれ Fry. あ、合ってる。Fry. 揚げます。煮込みます蒸します I heard this 鬼滅の刃 is very bloody maybe not for me Ah yes that's true I'm more into like Dragon Ball type 少年 Ah yes but it isn't good to learn Japanese surgery since they use fake Japanese Yes you're right but it's fun It's exciting, but yes, as Japanese learning material, not really good. 炒めます、揚げます、茹でます、煮込みます、蒸します、焼きます。What else? 切ります。To cut. To cut 切ります 刻みます。To cut smaller. How do you say that? 刻みます。To chop. Chop up. To chop. We also say スライスします。ミンチにします。Do you say ミンチ in English? ミンチ。Mince. Oh, you say mince. Slice. And what's that? Mince. ありがとう、プラス P さん。レナさん、こんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. 鬼滅の刃 is very animated, very well animated, very emotional and yes, a bit bloody, but Jujutsu Kaisen is probably bloody. Ah, yes. Just read 鬼滅の刃 manga if you want to know the story. It's a good read. I might look for Omochi-san. Try to say the longest English word ever. What's that? Traumatic. Huh? Copics recover can con. What's that? Is that name of sickness? Or something like that? EDMGP さん Thank you so much for sharing my live streaming. エダさんシャフルアラムさんこんにちは。Who is your idol? Idol? My favorite idol? What do you mean, Abish さんfor disease, yeah. You know, in Japanese, the name of illness, sickness, disease are so long too. And sometimes I don't know, I have no idea how they pronounce that name. アルイスさん、こんにちは。口が小さい。I wanna make the font bigger, but I don't know how to do that. Can I make it bigger? How can I make it bigger? No, this is not. Can't. I gave up. シャフルアラムさん、こんにちは。Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I love having too long to read. Which person inspires you most? Which person inspired me most? My mother. You know, I don't really watch TV shows and I don't really watch YouTube. In Japan, many people spend their time and money for someone they really like idol, singer, or something like that, or YouTuber. But me, I don't really do that. I don't know why. I like spending time with my family or friends or reading manga or studying Japanese. Studying Japanese for teaching, for my teaching experience. Like, if I talk about myself, those people are my father, Muhammad Ali, Bruce Lee, Khabib. Last time I checked, YouTube had an insane monthly visit in Japan of 97 million people. That's 80% out of the internet. So many, too many. ナナさん、こんにちは。元気ですか？元気ですよ。I'm always 元気。Just my throat is not really 元気。Just my throat. How can I make the text bigger? Down. How? いやー、わからん。できないな。やって、setting text size. Where's text size? ないな。ジェレミーさん、こんにちは。ブルース・リーズ、香港に、香港。ブルース・リー。You know, when I was little, the name Bruce Lee is... I thought it was blue tree. Because we don't distinguish s sound like se or che, s sound and s sound. So I thought blue as color and tree as number. I see Lee is a very common surname in South Korea. Yes, not he's Bruce Lee, but the surname in Korea is E, right? You don't pronounce L sound. Much less people in HelloTalk today. なんで？ There are so many people on HelloTalk yesterday. Many people hosting live streaming today. そう、 blue and tree. I thought that when I was little. E or Lee in Korean is suddenly that background music just stopped for a moment. Oh really? It's, how can I say that? That's looping. Because of that, sometimes it stops, it ends, and it starts again. Blue 3 was 20. I mean, Bruce 3, right? Let me copy Bruce 3. When I was little, I thought like that's Bruce Lee, right? So in Japanese, it has to be Bruce Lee. But when I was little, I thought that's blue and 3. Because I didn't really know the foreign names when I was little. But I knew the word blue as color and 3 as number. I knew that these words even when I was aged at 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why I thought that's blue 3. You know, even CE, we use this katakana, su. And 3, this one is also su. So when we write them down in katakana, we use same characters. That's why it makes Japanese people confused. 大木戸博士、こんにちは。そう。Bruce. You know, that's Bruce is foreign name, so I had never heard the name Bruce and Lee when I was little. Sensei, why did you use that dot after? This one? We put the point when we write down foreign names to show where the surname or given name ends. You know, that's foreign name. That's not Japanese name. So when we read it, we don't know where this given name ends and when the surname starts. So we don't know Blue 3 or Blue 3 like me or Bruce Lee. People never know. That's why we need point to make sure. I think Bruce Lee as my teacher also. Really? おはようございます。シャオフリさん。こんにちは。Thank you so much for coming to my channel. 来てくれてありがとうございます。僕に中国語にハオBecause without it, it can confuse Japanese thinking the first name. Yes, you're right. Do Japanese really write foreign names first name first? When we write foreign names, we usually put first name, given name first, and family name, surname second. But when we write Chinese name and Korean name, we write surname first and given name second. Because they do that in China and Korea too. So that means this dot is used like full stop, like for example dot for example ドナルド・トランプDonald Trump T-R-U-A Trump? Trump? Is that correct? ドナルドSo I think all Japanese people know who Donald Trump is, but if he's not famous, if Donald Trump is not famous, people don't know Donald Trump or some like Donald Trump. People don't know. Or if we put dot here, you can guess Donald is first name and Trump is surname. Yes, I think he was a master and more than just material. そうなんだ。Didn't know that. Sweetheart さん、こんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel. 今は3時46分。遅いな。Why not use space? You know, we don't put space in Japanese. In textbooks for beginners, they put space between the words and words or between the particle and word to make it easier to, because it's so much easier to read for beginner Japanese learners. but the articles or writings for native Japanese speakers, they don't have space. We almost never put space when we write something, when we write sentences in Japanese. I mean, we don't have this custom. あ、さずさん、こんにちは。おもち先生、My name is Korean name Jong Lee. Jong E. Since I'm from Korea, but in Japanese, do I have to do Gyeong E instead of Gyeong? It should be Gyeong. That's more natural. Trump. あ、合ってる。ありがとう。Do I still have to put my first name in the first? あ。When we write down Korean names, we usually write surname first. オリーさん、こんにちは。シャウヨウさんかな。こんにちは。Your favorite 先生、Thank you ありがとう。Even if the original was surname first name, So let's check that. So Chinese name, Japanese name or Chinese name or Korean name. Surname plus given name. Am I spelling correctly? あ、なつみさんやっほー。なつみさん、なつみさん、なつみさん。So like it should be Trump Donald. But others Asian. So we just follow their culture. Like that. 日本の歌さん、こんにちは。マウイさん、こんにちは。私は宮本武蔵です。Mohammed Abhishek is my full name, so I have to use this dot 2 times. Yes, you use dot twice before and after my name. Yes. So Mohammed. Mohammed Abish. Mohammed Abish Sheikh さん。Like this. Make sense? Muslim people, same? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, サジポンさん。テリーさん、こんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel. I'm sorry. I share some tips about Japanese language and culture. こぼしたティッシュグエンフイファンさんこんにちは。テリーさんこんにちは。どうした？ They are helpful. They are helpful. You know, サジボンさんwhen you write English sentences in katakana, that's so hard to read to me too. 難しい。I try 旅りょ I cannot pronounce your name. にはお宮崎駿I just have fun with this. Isn't it so hard? カタカナ簡単じゃありませんね。難しい。シャオさんは Can I call you just シャオさん？シャオさんでいいですか？体調そう喉だけ。ごくさんこんにちは。喉がダメです。体は元気。How can I say that in English? My body is good enough. How can I say that? キツネキツネさんたくさん飲みます。ロバートさんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. My body feels good. Yes. ありがとう、マウイさん。My body feels good. Just my throat doesn't. シャオさんじゃない。キツネさん。喉だけダメ。So, do you guys understand the meaning of dots in Japanese? When to use dot in the middle of foreign names? I wish I understood more things you guys are saying in Japanese. I only know the main words like katakana and hai. 装置はめっちゃプロの感じがする。ロバートさんこんにちは。I'm not professional as live streamer though, but in teaching, I can say I'm professional. I'm certified Japanese language teacher. 日本語の先生としてはプロですけど、ライブ配信はプロじゃないですね。 先生 What kind of things makes you feel happy? なんだろう What makes me happy? When I eat delicious foods 寿司お寿司 or 焼肉 Japanese barbecue 焼肉 delicious beef お金 money yes you're right you know gaining much money make everyone so happy right not only me Does anyone else use the comprehensive input method of learning? I've been using it for around 2 months. Really enjoy it. Comprehensive input method. What's that? What kind of that? Do you play Nintendo games Omochi-san like Mario? I used to. I have Switch. The first one, the first season. How can I say that? The first one. Not newest one. 山根はダッシュさん、こんにちは。山根 is Japanese name. Yemene. Yamin. Is that Yamin? Hadash-san. I pronounced your name like Japanese name. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your name. こんにちは. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. So, I used to play Mario, Kirby, Pokemon. I grew up with Nintendo despite getting backlash for using it. These days, Echo in South Korea for it being 美味しいもの大好きI have lots of things which make me happy like food, money, and going my favorite activity and especially when I push my limit シャオさん中国かなJust watch read content in all Japanese with no English or very little dictionary uses おーあイギリスキツネさん But you understand Chinese too? 中国語もわかるイギリス人ってこと Cause your profile picture has Chinese あ、間違えたイギリスAh, yes. Name also sounds like Chinese. But it's not yeah. It was yeah. リュシコさん、こんにちは。Thank you so much for sharing my live streaming. Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel. I share some tips about Japanese language and culture. So you understand English, Chinese, and Japanese 3 languages? 3カ国語話せるんですか That's amazing! すごいね。I listen to it. I don't use Switch. I don't really play Nintendo games. I usually play games with my gaming laptop. Like begs sometimes, just sometimes. Or once human sometimes. Like games from Steam. Steam. How do you pronounce that? In Japanese, we say Steam. Sensei, do you know some people mention false belonging countries in their profile on HelloTalk? Ah, yes. You know, I saw many foreign people pretend like they're Japanese on HelloTalk. Not only on HelloTalk, on other social media too. And we can realize that just pretending because of their Japanese skills. 英国人はイギリス人、そうそう。countries in 漢字。question countries in 漢字。米国。イギリス。英国。You know, we have the word 英国紳士。That means イギリスの gentleman. 紳士 means gentleman. We don't say イギリス紳士 we say 英国紳士。English gentleman. We sometimes use 米国 and 英国 to say to I think especially in writing we use them. When we talk in speaking we usually say just America and イギリス but in article or like title of article they have to be shorter as short as possible. So if you write in katakana America it's 4 characters, but if it's kanji 米国 you can make it shorter, just half of katakana, just 2 characters. イギリス the same thing, just 4 characters. 英国 just 2 characters. That's why sometimes we use kanji. Make sense? なんてI've seen a lot of non-Japanese pretending to be Japanese because they think it's cool for some reason. When they say things like 6 or use emoji for you. It's very obvious to tell some who's Japanese or not. Like like using kanji because I don't like katakana. Is that so hard for you? It's the opposite for me. Katakana and hiragana is very easy for me, but kanji is, because Kitsune-san understands Chinese character, Chinese. So Kitsune-san knows kanji, many kanji. One of my favorite Japanese teachers is actually white American man. What is pay? That means how can I say that? That means rice. In ancient Japan, American was pronounced as American. So ancient Japanese people call the US as American. And American. I'm not sure. American. So they use kanji for American. Oh. It doesn't have meaning. Just it's this one. This kanji pronounced. It can be pronounced as May. This can be pronounced as Li, and third one can be pronounced as Ken. Doesn't have meaning. Then they use the first kanji, me. I learned Chinese for over 10 years, so I'm used to kanji, but katakana is too difficult for some. ペイと米の違いは、doesn't have meaning. Just pronunciation. ジョセフさん、こんにちは。先輩 ?Not 先生先輩I guess Americans can be considered a piece of rice in America. Yes. That's America 合衆国。Ancient Japanese people, when ancient Japanese people heard American, when American people said American, they thought that's American.キツネさんありがとう。また。Thank you so much. またね。Hope to see you soon. Bye bye. 先輩。Why did you call me 先輩ジョセフさん。おもち先生。何これ What is this 漢字 What's that? I don't know the pronunciation of that 漢字。サソリか。I always confused scorpion and ザリガニ。How do you say ザリガニ in English? Crayfish? Looks same. Scorpion and crayfish. They seem right? What is the differences between crayfish and scorpion? サ そり、そう。ディロンさん、こんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel. Omochi JP Love. Chopsticks in Japanese, bridge in Japan. 箸先生、それからeach accent chopsticks箸bridge 橋箸いいか箸And also, what's that? キーさん、ニコルさん、こんにちは。Hey guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. Rain and candy. 雨 Which accent is pretty easy when you listen to it. Scorpions run 怪獣クリビッシュ湖の怪獣湖の怪獣なるほどこんにちはヘリティックさん How can I call your name? なんて呼んだらいいですかHeretic. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. 神亀お腹痛いpeople なんだっけ髪ゴッドか髪これね 紙無調言覚えた感じImpossible. You know, to us native Japanese speakers, if everything is written in hiragana and katakana, we cannot distinguish words. We need kanji to read something. Because in Japanese, many words have same pronunciation but have different meanings. In speaking, we can guess the meanings by context and pitch accent. But in writing, we need kanji. I've heard that in sentences with lots of kanji, some words are reallyお腹が痛い。お腹が痛い。Why is that? Sometimes I am confused if ni is kanji or katakana. Ah, yes, because they have same pronunciation. すごいお腹痛い。Can I go bathroom? Can you guys just take a rest? 5 minutes? I'll be back. よいしょ。Let me go bathroom. I'll be back in about 5 minutes.お花摘み、そう。How do you say お花摘み？お花摘みの日本語バージョンある？ How do you say お花摘み in English? Thank you guys. Yes, that's 夕方。今日はおもちさん先生かわいい。If you say 今日は that means only today I'm pretty. You know, you should say 今日も。If you say 今日も you so pretty today too. Today also. Flower picking. Do you say flower picking when you go to bathroom? 今日も yes. You're right. トイレ。バスルームって書くのってさ、直接何？ How should I write? ジョセフさん just joking. just joking. How do you say bathroom in a polite way? Not direct word. お手洗い。Just bathroom? 今日もそう。あ、カルプ、how can I pronounce your name? カルポニアさん。Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. ゆりさん、こんにちは。I'm sorry, guys. Let me go to bathroom. I will start in 5 minutes. Bathroom. お餅。is in bathroom. Bathroom break ごめんなさい。ちょっと待ってね。 Sorry guys. ただいま。I'm back. ただいま。Thank you so much for waiting. よいしょ。Thank you so much for waiting. I'm back. シャヒンさんこんにちは。ブルックリンさん、アンディさん、キーウィコさんこんにちは。ゆりさんもこんにちは。Oh, did I say? I think I said こんにちは to ゆりさん。シャヒンさんもこんにちは。Thank you so much for coming to my live streaming. ただいまただいま。よいしょ。I think I drank too much water for my throat. ただいまただいま。How can I call you heretic さんheretic さん。heretic さん。ハリさん。OK。ハリさん。ハリさん。ハリさん。ハリさん。OK。クレーツさん、こんにちは。I know it's hard, but start with one word you have learned today. Eventually, read your brain to one word can read to 10 or more words a day. Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel. I will drink. おもち先生超いい感じ Yes? あ、そうジョセフさん Do you know the meaning of 先輩Many English speakers misunderstanding the meaning of 先輩 I think What 先輩 is Reader That's close but actually a little different from leader How to improve my Japanese language? シャヒンさんは初級 Which level are you? It depends on your purpose. The best way to improve your language skills to use a lot. Seniors teach seniors it's close. So when we call someone like name plus senpai we usually use senpai in school or office. In schoolでフランシスさん、リュウさん、こんにちは。So, you guys never call me Omochi-senpai. I'm not your senpai. I'm Sensei, your Sensei, but I'm not senpai. When we call senpai someone, we are in the same school or same office. So someone entered the school earlier than you, or someone who entered the office company earlier than you. So if you join the company this month and your coworker joined that company 2 years ago, you can call her or him senpai. So if we are running at same school, you can call me Omochi-senpai. But we are not in the same school and we are not working for same office. So senpai is weird. Make sense? And senpai from watching One Piece. 誰だっけ? I forgot his name. I like him, but I forgot his name. He's calling Luffy as senpai because he really respects Luffy as a pilot. They're not in the same office or school. That's kind of anime Japanese. But he's really respect. He really like and respect Luffy. Bartolomeo. Yes. That's why he calls Luffy as senpai. Make sense? リュウさんこんにちは。ジョーズさんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. So that's the senpai. Mochi Sensei, are you proud that Japanese is the third most studied language in Duolingo? Really? It has 20 million learners in Duolingo of Japanese right now. I didn't know that. I guess first is English, and second, Chinese, Spanish. Why do they learn Japanese? I mean, why are you guys learning Japanese? You know, I mean, I'm so happy that people get interested in Japanese culture and language. I'm sure. But I'm always wondering, cause if you can speak English, Spanish, or Chinese, you can communicate with many people, but Japanese? Even you master Japanese language, you can communicate with only Japanese people. Nobody uses Japanese language if you go out of Japan. You can use Japanese only in Japan. アニメ、漫画やばいか悟空ラバー悟空You really like Dragon Ball. 왜 당신 위 스트림에 한국인이 없으니까? What does it mean? Why you're streaming? Why you stream why does your stream have no Korean person? Oh, I was correct. やった。I can read Korean. I understand. 奥さん、こんにちは。ナルト最高。Oh? Does BGM stop? Background music stops? It's working? Working. ナルトドラゴンボール。What's the famous anime? I know One Piece is famous. One Piece and Dragon Ball and Demon Slayer and Attack of Titan. And 呪術廻戦スラムダンク Am I pronouncing correctly? What is Kimi ga Yo, the title of Japanese national anthem, translate to? That means your generation. The song for emperor, like song for showing respect to the emperor. Kimi ga yo, that's a little old Japanese expression, I think. Kimi ga, your generation. 私の目的は日本語で銀河英雄伝説を読むこと。何？銀河英雄伝説？ Is that the title of an anime? 漫画？ Learning Japanese for me will open the doors for me to go deep in Japanese culture once I move to Japan. Oh, okay. So are you planning to get a job in Japan? I'm also the biggest fan of Naruto. Yes, Naruto. I forgot Naruto. Now I heard Bleach is also popular. Bleach. Is that L or R? 君が代 My throat. Akira. Yu Yu Hakusho. How did you guys know that? That's a little old one. And is Yu Yu Hakusho known as Yu Yu Hakusho? There's no English title. It's not just Yu Yu Hakusho. Kimi ga Yo is such a catchy. I mean, my opinion, I don't know. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man. So many popular ones. あ、ベルセルク。鋼の錬金術師。How do you call 鋼の錬金術師 in English? Fullmetal Alchemist? Is that correct? ベルセルク。Do you call it in English? Your phone's gonna die? Work, karate, why friendship? Oh, so busy. あ、サジポンさんまたね。またね。Born in 91. How did you know that manga and anime? 小説 10 volumes. I've read the English translation, but I want to see how it reads in the original Japan. Okay. 小説 Forgot the name. What's that? Forgot the name that you told. あ、銀河英雄伝説。あ、カルポニアさん。カルポニアさん。How can I call you? Legend of Galactic Heroes. あ、銀河英雄伝説。銀河 Galaxy 英雄 Heroes 伝説 Legend. あ、Yes. Just missed that. あら。Sensei, do you know so many writers got their inspiration from Dragon Ball to write a new story like Naruto and yes. I heard that Dragon Ball and also what's that? 手塚治虫 The story is written by 手塚治虫アンディさんこんにちは。And what is JJK? JJK? Why are we suggesting? I asked because you guys are talking about Japanese anime and manga, so I'm typing them. 呪術廻戦 JJK. Okay, I see. That makes sense. We haven't talked about grammar today. We usually talk about Japanese grammar, but today we don't. That's rare. We don't really study for today. マシューさん、こんにちは。Thank you so much for your gift, マシューさん。And thank you so much for coming to my channel. You should teach Brava の中で and pick your favorite anime. Okay. の中で like 代表的 標的、お気に入り。Something you guys should memorize. How do you type hiragana? I'm using Clip Studio Paint, which is the software for typing and also drawing. So I'm typing hiragana by myself. It's not automatic. Which one do you like the most in these ones?この中でどれが一番好きですか？この中でどれが一番好きBright. The first one is bright and second one is casual. And you can also say you can just list up titles and blah 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 の中でどれが一番好きですか？ You can say that too. or ここだ。よし。お気に入りのThank you for your gift, マッシュさん。お気に入りのは何ですか？お気に入りのお気に入りのはある？ What is your favorite? で。I need more space. Make sense? 마루. In English, you say blah 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 blah. We say maru. Maru is circle. Maru. Which of these do you like the most? Which of these? Okay. Which of these do you like the most? Sunny さん thank you so much for sharing my live streaming. エレナさん、こんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel. I share some tips about Japanese language and culture. You also said that you don't have any plans for today's lecture. You know, I always have no plans for the live streaming. Always. So I just ask you guys that if you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, then when someone asks me, I just answer. I just explain in English or sometimes Japanese. JLPT certificates are like Pokemon Go cards and 1 to 5. Which one did you pass, Hari-san? Omochi sensei アニメの中でどれが一番好きですか？ I don't usually watch anime. アニメあまり見ませんけどあんまり見ませんけど I think One Piece the most. You know, I used to watch anime when I was little, but now I prefer reading manga instead of watching anime. 好きです your style. You like my style? Streaming, hosting live streams without any plans. Can we say 一番最高 when to use 最高 or 一番? You know, 最高 means the best, the most. So if you say 一番最高 the best, like you say it twice. But we sometimes say that to emphasize that is so good, amazing. 一番最高 So 一番 is number one, the best, the bestest, yes. So but we say that, we do say that to emphasize that is really good, but grammatically incorrect. So when we say 最高 that means it's best, but can I say that? When we say like the best, I like that one the best, 一番好き or I hate that. If we say the worst, 一番嫌い 一番好き一番嫌い or the most delicious, 一番美味しい And when we say 最高 is like when you judge, when you put kind of rank, like the best experience, the best memory, 最高の思い出We usually put 最高 in front of noun, I think. Before we put 一番 before adjectives. Like 一番おいしい、一番いい。おもち先生は一番いい先生です。or like something like that. So いいです。It's good. おもち先生は一番優しい先生です。優しいです。kind. And when you wanna say it was the best experience, it was the best memory. 最高の思い出、最高の経験。The best friend. 最高の友達。Make sense? So, 一番 and adjective. 最高 and noun. サニーさんこんにちは。I've started off using Genki Volume 1 after Omochi-san suggested me in a live stream. Genki? Did I suggest using Genki? I think I didn't suggest using Genki. 丸ごとI usually recommend learners to use 丸ごと for self-study. 最高のエダモンドさんこんにちは。Yes, 最高 sounds like 最高 in English. 最高 is the most popular, the best, something like that. I think you just said psycho to anyone. Psycho. In English, that's psycho. That's psycho. Psycho. The coolest bit. サジポンに言うと、おもち先生は親切そうです。If you say 親切そう、that means she looks kind. It seems she's kind. And if you say 親切だそうです。親切だそうです。That means I heard that she's kind. Genki 1 and maybe the first 3 chapters of Genki 2 got me to true and 5. I liked it as text, but it's not perfect. You messed up. So if you wanna learn Japanese expressions, Japanese grammar from zero, I think Genki is good textbook too, but you need a teacher. You need someone support you learning Japanese. That's why I don't really recommend using Genki for self-study. みんなの日本語 That's same as Genki. You know, I think みんなの日本語 is much harder. You definitely need a Japanese teacher. It's so hard to learn Japanese by yourself if you use みんなの日本語。ね、so you need a teacher. Genki is meant to be taught by the teacher. Yes, I think so. 総まとめ。総まとめ is for studying JLPT. So that's a little different. That's not a textbook for learning from zero. 総まとめおすすめ。Yes, 総まとめ。そう。You have to put う between そう and ま。そう。まとめ。総まとめ。The long sound 総まとめ。総まとめ is good for learning, good for preparing JLPT, especially in 5 to 3 or 4. I think to pass in 3, 2, 1, 総まとめ is not really enough. My book spelled 総まとめ. Yes. That's not really enough. If you wanna pass in 3, 2, 1. So, if you wanna pass in 3, 2, or 1, you need to get a couple of books. ビシュさんまたね。Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. You wanna learn pitch accent? Pitch accent とか。Are you a beginner? What level are you, エドモンドさん。JLPT いらない？ If you don't need to pass JLPT, I don't really recommend you 総まとめ。I mean, it's good for reviewing what you learned. If you wanna use it for reviewing, that's good. 扉 textbook, have you heard of that? Yes, that's also famous. But you know, you need a teacher to use 扉. That's not for self-study, I think. ガチビギナー But you know the word ガチ How did you learn that? Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel. I share some tips about Japanese language and culture. レイさん、こんにちは。最高の友達。Stop saying 最高。最高。The speech accent is different. 最高。In English, that's 最高。ありがとう、夏美さん。最高。What's the difference between ない and 中That's hard. That's a difficult question. うちversus 中そうThat's hard to explain in English though. When we use naka, that means like it has two meanings. Inside and also center. And when we say nai, that's inside too in English. Inside of the group. So like Omochi sensei 最高最高 between yes so this is 家庭内家庭内 means inside of family. Like we say, you have to solve the problem about your family. You have to solve it inside of your family. How can I say that?ジェスイムさん、こんにちは。花摘みの間に変なやつからフォローされた。モデレーターだからかな。なんだ内容、そう。コンテンツ。うちないは when we use うちない this 漢字we wanna express that like, when we wanna say inside of building we usually use the second one 家庭内ちょっと待って an example ないbut we say 屋内 that's different that means inside of the building 待って that's difficult question 待ってねないexample 家庭内内側家庭yes じゃあ国内that's inside of not group no I cannot say that let me ask Google to help me中はinside of group I was correct 空間や時間yes 空間 space time what do we say 国内 they are a little different inside of country it was 肉that's meat うちの中にパンがあります卵だけ買いますチースレインさんこんにちは中 is something physically inside visibly yes usually 待ってinside of the group area. あ、わかったわかったわかった。Wait, 敷地。How do you say 敷地 in English? 敷地 site, plot, ground, plot? Inside of site inside of the group site plot そう中肉 is inside anatomy. Yes. That's true. ジスレインさんこんにちは。ギスレインさん、シンディさんこんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel. I share some tips about Japanese language and culture on my YouTube channel. 国内、中。Example、中。あ、センター、ミドル。例えば inside あ and also means whole like 一日中世界中time 日中That's not inside. Inside. 中 inside. 中When we use 中 as inside, we usually say blah blah no 中中一日中世界中日中 during daytime Oh, is there any words that you don't know? うちに来て、うちの中に来てビリス。うちに来て、we say just うちに来てto say come to my home うちに来て。If you wanna say come into our houseうちの中に入って来て is come in 入って来て is come on 入って come in to ラブラ中 so common We often say 中ラブラの中家の中は暖かいです。Inside of house, it's so warm. Get inside the house. Yes, 入ってください。means come in like get inside 中に入ってください。部屋の中に入ってください。家の中に入ってください。デリックさん、デリックベラスさん、イアンさん、こんにちは。I'm sorry, I have no idea how to pronounce your name. あ、ハリさん、ありがとう。Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much for joining to my live streaming, ハリさん。またね。Hope to see you soon. Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel. I share some tips about Japanese language and culture. 日中 is daytime, but 一日中 is whole day. Yes, all day. All day long. Like in the end of the day, at night, you say, oh, I didn't do anything today. I did nothing today. I just lay on the bed whole day. 一日中ベッドで寝てた。一日中漫画読んでた。I read manga. I was reading manga for all day long today. 一日中。日中 When we say 日中 When you wanna do something during daytime, like before the sunrise, oh, how do you say that? Sunrise, opposite of sunrise, how do you say that? 日没 before a sunset. Thank you. Before the sunset. Thank you guys. So like before the sunset, during while the outside is right, outside is lighten. Like when you wanna say you don't wanna do something after it get dark outside. 例えば、if you have a dog, you wanna go stroll? You wanna walk around with your dog during daytime. 日中に犬の散歩に行きたいです。日中に犬の散歩に行きます。散歩。How do you say 散歩 in English? I'm not sure. 散歩。walk, stroll. 散歩。散歩。to walk, stroll. Walk. For a walk. For a stroll. Stroll 大丈夫。ありがとう。なあさん、こんにちは。Why is right outside? Yes. Thank you so much for sharing my live streaming, なあさん。So, make sense? Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel, Omochi-JP Labo. I share some tips about Japanese language and culture. 散歩したい Yes. 日中明るい時間に散歩したいです。日中明るい時間に散歩したいです。Wanna go stroll with my dog during daytime while it's light outside. 一つ日中 and 一日中中中あら example 中学校 that means middle school 中学校 junior high school or middle school 中学校ない屋内ない車内社内会社 Do you guys know 会社 means a company office this company 会社社 inside of office it doesn't mean only the place inside of group of the members of company so 社内 has two meanings if you say you do something inside of the company I mean when you do something with your laptop at the office 社内で仕事をします You work inside of the company office 社内で仕事をします And also you can say like you 検討します Let me use dictionary 検討します検討する to considering examining oh how do you say that examining like when you say you considering you examining examining something examining I wanna put ing examining inside of the office you wanna talk about that to decide that if you should contract with other company. You know what I mean? That means it's not talking about place, talking about people, the group of inside of the group, inside of the members of company. That is also 社内 Do you guys make sense? Does it make sense to you guys? Examining Do I have to pay for this lesson? Can you? Thank you. So, make sense? 社内 looks like じゃないyes 社内じゃない社内 Make sense? So, 社内 means that it has two meanings. You can use that when you talk about people and when you talk about the place. Make sense? 大丈夫 How to use じゃあ It's like then in English. So, then, what about you? じゃあ、あなたは？じゃあ、ジェセイムさんは日本語上手になりました。本当？もう満タイ。ジャスキンさん、こんにちは。アビスさん、Welcome back。おかえりなさい。おかえり。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel, Omochi-JP Labo. I share some tips about Japanese language and culture. ジャスキンさん、デンさん、こんにちは。It's A used as hi, yes. Casual way to say yes. When you talk with your family or friends, you say And hi is polite way to say yes. Hi. And you also say hi when you answer when someone called your name. Like, hey, Omochi-san. And I would say, hi. And A is used as 相づち How do you say 相づち Nod Chime in Nod Like when you're when you're listening to someone, you say like yes, in English. That's polite way to say yes, in Japanese. Like when you're talking on the phone or when you're talking with someone or face to face. Hi. We mixed hi and because if you say hi a lot, that's kind of noisy. Hi. If you say just hi. So we sometimes mix hi, hi, like that. Make sense? My phone's gonna die. よいしょ。I unsubscribed so I could subscribe again. Why did you unsubscribe? What do you mean? You thought that was to say no? That's 家. Okay, to not how to not 相づちto friends to family friends わかった待って casual and polite casual long sound. Right one is high. A 矢印家or 家 We also say 家 I think we use 家 more than 家 Like when we hear the ie, it's kind of too direct. It's a little strong. We prefer ie. うん。うん。はい。いえ。うん。うん。はい。いえ。I think we usually avoid to say no directly, especially in a business situation. We don't usually say even yeah. Like we say ah eh like that. Never subscribe for say it's going to finish. 固まる固まった A freeze? My camera. You're on the way for the 300 subscribers. Yes. まあ、I wanna reach 300 subscribers in this year. Chinese! I can't read Chinese. にhao. Americans say no. No, thank you. Yes. No, thank you is いえ、結構です。That's no thank you. Like when you are asked, do you need a bag in a shop? いえ、結構です。Or some people say 大丈夫です。But you know, saying 大丈夫です can be both. 大丈夫です can be no thank you and yes, both. So it's confusing when you say 大丈夫です or when people say 大丈夫です Even Japanese native speakers say that to Japanese native speakers. I say 結構です。大丈夫 OK? 大丈夫 OK? Are you teaching about fillers in sentence? Fillers? Like I mean the people tend to avoid saying no directly in Japanese. So when we wanna say no, we sometimes say yeah, or we often say like that. That means no. It depends on the context. But people can understand. That means no. また変な中国人来た？これなんて書いてあるの？ Let me translate his or her Chinese 翻訳。建前そう。Chinese わかんない。皆さん、ドロマシーン空っぽ。My Google Translator doesn't work. 皆さんこんにちはを書こうとしたの。なるほど。ピンさんこんにちは。いえ、結構です。For no thank you。あ、違うの？チャット GPT に嘘つかれたんだけど。So, if you say 結構です to your friend, it sounds a little too cool. Do you say that? Cool? 冷たい。冷たい。冷たい。It sounds cold. Do you say that? So, we don't say 結構です to friends or coworkers. We say that to shop staff, like when the staff asks you, do you need blah blah. When you talk with your coworker, when you talk with boss or customer client, when you have to be polite, when you wanna say no but you also have to be polite, you say yeah. We do many times when we wanna show that it's hard to say, or I wanna say no but I don't wanna say that, like yeah, that means no. Makes sense. Act like you have stomach ache. Yes, kind of. We act like we have headache. Like we show that we wanna say yes but can't, or something like that. Japanese people don't like to say no indirectly. Yes, I met a few Japanese people in Cambodia. They're like that. Isn't 結構 mean quite as well? Ah, yes. 結構. When you say いえ結構です means no, I don't need it. No, thank you. But we also say 結構いいです. That means quite good, pretty good. 結構いいね. 結構おいしいね. Pretty delicious. That's like better than I expected. 結構. You never say 結構おいしい in front of the person who cooked that dish. So, if you say 結構おいしいね in front of your girlfriend, wife, mother, she's gonna get angry. That means, oh, you're good at cooking. That's better than I thought. Like, sounds like that. So, you shouldn't really use that. Make sense? So it's better to do I can't expressions almost Japanese. So when we wanna say I can't or I don't want to, we say ちょっと難しいですね。That's a little hard. That's a little difficult. 難しいですね。Something like that. Make sense? So, you shouldn't really say いえ。 Joseph-san, you use W like Japanese people. You using W perfectly. I cooked some steak and potatoes for my ex-Japanese girlfriend, and she said that it needs salt. As a little bit. 結構美味しい結構美味しいね。やっぱり塩が欲しいね。www, yes, it's笑う。But you have to be careful when you use W. ニビットさん、こんにちは。If we usually use W as like LOL, L-O-L in English. That means laugh, but like 笑います to laugh, 笑います。Can I say that? If you use it to someone older than you, that could be rude. Or if you use it someone who you just met. When we start using W as laugh, it was kind of meme. It's slang. It's still slang. It's slang, and it's usually used only in the internet when talk with strangers on the internet, like Reddit. Reddit? Do you say Reddit? Yes, Reddit. We don't use Reddit in Japan because that's written in English. But we have that kind of website in Japan. I mean, we have Japanese Reddit. It's not called as Reddit, but kind of. So people start using W as laugh in Japanese Reddit. So that's slang. How can I say that? So you can use W when you're watching live streaming or like this, or when you talk with your close friends. We never use W to text with coworkers or someone older than you. Make sense? 山田さんこんにちは。ハリさんこんにちは。呼んだ Make sense? 3時 It's 3 p.m. Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese for 9 years. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And I'll be so happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel, Omochi-JP Labo. I share some tips about Japanese language and culture. Oh, my phone is gonna die. What's happening? What's happening with my face? Ah, not that. So I usually start live streaming around 12 p.m. in Japan time. It's almost 3 p.m. in Japan here. Can you see that? It's 3 p.m. in Japan time. I usually start live streaming 12 p.m. in Japan time. But tomorrow, I'm not really sure if I can be here tomorrow. I think I have to go out tomorrow. So I'll be here next Monday. Yes, next Monday in Japan time. What time do you say こんばんは? After sunset, we say こんばんは? My phone is tired, I think so. Ah, my phone's gonna die. So, and when my throat got better, I mean, it's getting better. If my throat gets better perfectly, how can I say that? Does it make sense? My throat get the best condition perfectly. ありがとうエドモンドさん。If my throat gets perfectly better, I will host live streaming around 12 a.m. midnight in Japan time. デニスさん、こんにちは。Thank you so much for coming to my channel, but I'm about to finish for today. My phone's gonna die. ごめんなさい。Thank you so much for today's lesson. I start watching off. Thank you, ジョセフさん。週末仕事、そっか。残念だ。Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you so much. So hope to see you next Monday. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. またね